बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। हेलो एंड अस्सलाम वालेकुम। कैसे हैं आप सब? ठीक ठाक हैं? मैं हूँ हीना जबीन, तो वेलकम करती हूँ आपको अपने चैनल पर। सबसे पहले तो आपका शुक्रिया अदा करती हूँ क्योंकि आपने अपना कीमती वक्त निकाला मेरे वीडियो को देखने के लिए। और दूसरी बात, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि अगर आपने मेरे चैनल को अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो कर लीजिए और नोटिफिकेशन का बटन ऑन कर लीजिए।
Rishi Sunak must step up to the plate to break deadlock and stop using pay review bodies as a human shield, TUC bosses say. Rail strikes are underway and nursing strikes are planned, and bus workers, highways agency staff, ambulance drivers, teachers and even testing examiners are also set to take industrial action in the coming weeks. TUC General Secretary Paul Nowak told Sky News the PM must facilitate those talks between union representatives and government officials and allow a fair settlement on pay to be reached. I think he's forgotten the value of sitting down and reaching an agreement and taking ideas from people outside his home cabinet, Mr Nowak said, and frankly, I think it's be real good for Rishi Sunak to talk to our unions, but also to talk to some of those frontline paramedics, those physiotherapists, the teachers, the classrooms, civil servants, people who for the last decade have been placed under real pressures on workloads, who feel they are at breaking point. Let the Prime Minister talk to those workers and understand their concerns and their issues. The only thing that isn't going up is workers' wages. Amid the rising cost of living, the trade union Congress boss continued. The government has been using the independent review bodies as a human shield, and I think it's a real danger of discrediting those bodies. When those bodies met and made their recommendations, we didn't have inflation running at 10% to 11%. He added, so listen, let's not hide behind the pay review bodies. What we need is the government to sit around the table with our unions and to reach an agreement. In hard-hitting letter, the PM, Mr Nowak, said public services were in a crisis after years of underfunding and understaffing. He called a complete change in government direction. He said we cannot fix the staffing crisis in our schools, hospitals and elsewhere if we do not fix the underlying causes. The TUC boss said unions worked closely with Mr Sunak during the pandemic to deliver the furlough scheme and protect millions of jobs, adding the kind of mature approach we need now. Mr Nowak's plea comes as rail workers continue a 48-hour strike with more stoppages planned this month, and transplant industry and civil service. Thousands of nurses across the country staged the biggest ever strike in history for the NHS, walking out at around just before Christmas, and there are more on the cards.
नेक्स्ट वीडियो तक के लिए मुझे अभी इजाज़त दीजिएगा। अपना बहुत सा ख्याल रखिएगा। हमेशा खुश रहिएगा। बाय बाय।